Contentious testimony in federal court on day 2 of the trial over President Trump's attempt to deploy the National Guard to Portland. Today, it centered on crowd control tactics with protesters, including the use of tear gas, with one witness for the federal government stating that the current situation is not sustainable.
And we heard for the first time today from one federal official who was surprised when he heard about the deployment for the first time. Fox 12's Ezra Kaplan breaks down more of the testimony.
After the second day of court testimony, we're starting to get a better sense of the arguments from both sides of the case and how they plan on swaying the judge. Day 2 of the trial started with a clarification. Lawyers for the defense conceded that National Guard troops had been sent to the ICE facility on Saturday, October 4th, but that they were sent before the judge had issued the temporary restraining order. But Judge Karen Immergut seemed skeptical of the presented timeline. She said, "The government deployed National Guard that very night, knowing that I said I would issue a decision as soon as I could over the weekend. Does that not seem to be in bad faith in some way?" On the witness stand, Assistant Chief Craig Dobson said that one of the challenges for PPB operations at the ICE facility was that Oregon law prevents them from working with agencies that are using tear gas. In court, Dobson was shown video from outside the ICE facility on the night of October 18th, when a large crowd had gathered after the second No Kings March. Dobson, who was there that night, said that he himself had been hit with tear gas. After watching volleys of tear gas and other ammunitions on screen, the judge asked Dobson if he saw anything concerning about the use of force. He responded, "I did not see any indicators that would permit for us, as PPB, to deploy those munitions into the crowd." He concluded the testimony by sharing that PPB had incurred nearly $900,000 in overtime costs in the 3 weeks following the deployment announcement. Before the defense could call their first witness, Judge Immergut pressed the legal team for Oregon and Portland, asking them why they were spending so much time on use of force issues. Portland attorney Carolyn Turco revealed that they were making a case for the theory of unclean hands. That is a legal principle that says a party can't get help from a court if they've acted unfairly, dishonestly, or illegally in relation to the issue they're complaining about. The defense's first witness was Robert Cantu, the deputy director of the Federal Protective Services for the region that includes Portland. He said that he has complete respect for the Portland Police Bureau, but doesn't trust that they will assist his officers. Defense attorney John Bailey asked, "When PPB shows up at the ICE facility, do you expect them to help?" Cantu responded, "Not generally, no." He testified to the resource drain that the protests had been on the Federal Protective Services. And on cross-examination, he revealed that things were falling through the cracks within the federal law enforcement contingent at the ICE facility. He said that his own agents were getting gassed because other agents were not communicating when they were going to deploy tear gas. Cantu revealed that nobody at the ICE facility tracks how many munitions are used by officers. And when it came to the deployment of troops, he said that the announcement was a complete surprise. He testified that his first thought was, what would I do with 200 National Guardsmen? And one piece of evidence showed just how small the protest was in the 8 days leading up to the troop deployment announcement. Oftentimes, there were more federal personnel than actual protesters. And court is back in session tomorrow morning a little bit earlier, starting at 8:30. And in the meantime, we're hearing from the Ninth Circuit with some clarification. They're letting us know that the administrative stay that was in place maintaining the status quo is still there. That means that troops can be federalized, but not deployed. Reporting in downtown Portland, Ezra Kaplan, Fox 12 Oregon.
Okay, and stay with us as we continue to follow this story. We'll bring you updates just as soon as we get them. You can always get updates anytime on our Fox 12 app.